Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of Socially Distanced Safety. Welcome to Phase 2 for everyone who's here. Talking about the general state opening. I guess if I'm talking to King County, welcome to modified Phase 1.5. But the rest of the state, welcome to Phase 2. And significantly for us in this update today, welcome to Phase 2 for construction everywhere that we have projects going. We're certainly excited for that, and we wanted to make sure to take a moment here today to explain to you exactly what these changes are going to mean for us. The first thing, I guess, when we talk about what the changes are going to be, I want to make sure that everybody understands what the changes are not. These new changes do not change Andersen's policy in any way regarding face coverings, regarding social distance expectations, or regarding any of our other policies that we have enacted regarding hygiene, anything else that we're doing to try to work to prevent the spread of COVID-19. The things that this project, this new phase opening does get us, we're allowed to start some projects that previously had not been permitted. So now all projects can start in the state, which we're certainly excited about. And projects that hadn't already been allowed to now can, under certain circumstances, work within 6 feet of another individual. For this to be done, we need to make sure it's being done safely. So that needs to be done through the use of a pre-task plan that will be reviewed and signed off by Andersen. Depending on the amount of time that an individual is going to work next to another person, there might be additional safety steps that are going to need to be taken. That's going to include wearing maybe a different type of a different type of mask, potentially what would be called a KN95 mask, or even longer, it might be an N95 respirator type mask. Additionally, there's a chance that you might need to wear a secondary type of protection, like a face shield, something like that might go over top of your helmet to be worn in addition to the mask that you have on your face, to make sure that we are doing everything possible to prevent any airborne spread from one individual to another. That's going to be determined on a case-by-case basis that we expect to be worked out with yourselves and the Andersen team at the time that you're planning that work. So we ask, as you're filling out your pre-task plan, to please go through, mark out any point in which you believe you might have to get closer than 6 feet to another individual, and submit that plan to Andersen Construction for sign-off prior to any beginning of that work or any sign-off, before any of that work begins, make sure we have that signed off. Beyond that, our other big changes, we might have some more updates coming out later this week. There are some changes to what our expectations regarding screening are going to be. We're still working through the logistics of that, so kind of stay tuned and we will share more information as soon as that does come out. But our big things right now that we want to emphasize, for one, we're very excited that we are going to be able to have some more, a little bit closer proximity work taking place. Secondly, that what has not changed is our commitment to wearing face masks, using the hygiene stations, and making sure that everybody is adhering to the rules. We are so grateful that we have not had anyone have issues on our job sites, and we're so grateful for all the work that everyone has done to adhere to these new rules and these changes. We ask for your continued support, and please let us know if there are any questions or anything else that we need to do to make lives easier or to make this work better as we continue to work through this change to phase. Beyond that, as far as a safety update for the week, that's probably the big thing. I think everybody has heard enough about this as we're going forward. It kind of works as a safety update as well. Would like everybody to keep in mind it's supposed to be raining for most of the week out here throughout the Puget Sound. Please make sure you're paying attention to the forecast, planning for any work that's taking place outdoor, planning for wet conditions, thinking about our footing, thinking about how the ground might react to a little bit more rain out there, and making sure that we've planned accordingly for that. Looking forward to a good week, and please again let us know, talk to your team if you have any questions at all. Let us know if there's anything you're not sure about, and we will continue to work to share the most up-to-date information we have so that we can all collectively learn and work through this. Thank you all and have a great morning.